Well, and Jamie Konomak, one of the bout squad members, got hurt early, and then Amy Craig totally picked up the slack, came to play today. Heather Gunnan so far has not come to play today. We'll see if she can pick it up in the last period. This is her last chance.
Now, we told you Heather Gunnan is referred to as the bad girl of skating. Here's a reason why.
Amy who? Yeah. Her name doesn't even belong in the same sentence as me. I'm on the Enforcers. She's on the Quakes. The fake Quakes at that. She doesn't even belong on the same floor as me. I've got 30 national championships. She has none, and she's going to try to compare herself to me. I think she saw me win on mine from behind. I don't recall her ever winning one.
There you see Heather Gunnan trying to mimic the bout squad. Stacy Blitz taking exception. Hawken in that piece, and it doesn't surprise me. Heather Gunnan has that what you call selective memory. She only remembers what she wants to.
Well, I tell you what, when she knows how to dance because she is there. The bout squad and Heather are all out there just dancing on the track. This has gone from being a roller jam game into dance fever. This is great.
And I know it's visibly upsetting you, isn't it?
It's just breaking my heart.
28-22 Quakes as we line up for the start of period number 5. Remember, 6 periods in the WSL. And right off the bat, this is what we talked about. It's Heather Gunnan for the Enforcers, Amy Craig for the California Quakes.
And Heather Gunnan, we just talked about it. Can she, Amy Craig, who showed off in the first half, Heather Gunnan, she might be a little bit jealous right here.
So far, it's been Amy Craig certainly getting the nod over Heather Gunnan. We'll find out how this one plays, but you couldn't ask for a better matchup. Remember, Amy Craig likes to go low on the track, and Heather Gunnan normally goes high. Should prove to be interesting. Look at this. Both of them go all the way around the pack.
She shows off that speed, goes right around the whole crew immediately into a fist fight.
Now, as far as
Amy Craig.
I think both jammers scored the maximum, but we said there is no love lost. Amy Craig certainly taking exception with Heather Gunnan's comments.
And Heather Gunnan comes right around, scores some points, and wastes no time in going right for Amy Craig to start a fight. There's a good shot of Amy Craig, who really came on in the first half.
Take a look at the replay. One goes low, one goes high, and now they meet after going by. Big elbow from Amy Craig. You see Heather Gunnan deliberately pull Amy Craig down.
Right to the ground. Helmets are off. Hair's flying. They're screaming profanity. They're yelling at each other. They're hitting each other. They're grabbing each other. This is great.
Nicole?
Heather Gunnan, there are some that will say that Amy Craig is faster than you.
That's bull.
Ken?
Wow. Well, we said they call her the bad girl of skating. Just another reason why.
That's the bad language of skating from the bad girl of skating.
32-26 Quakes. We're starting jam number 2. And again, now, this time, big Janet Abraham up front blocking. And once again, coming around, here's one of the Enforcers. This is Shelley Rossell for the New York Enforcers, being pursued again by Amy Craig. Amy Craig certainly carrying the load of the Quakes.
And our hats are off to Amy Craig today. Hats off to Amy Craig, who not only passes Shelley Rossell, sells her off the track as she closes in on the back of the pack to try to score some points.
So far, it has been all Amy Craig in this game for the women. Now, Karen Magnuson hanging back. This is a great matchup. Magnuson loves to lay anybody out. Magnuson and Craig. Craig goes down staggered, but keeps her feet. Magnuson waiting for her again. Both arms extended, saying, come on along. And now, Amy Craig goes down. Big elbow from Karen Magnuson.
But she comes right back, Ken. This girl was intimidated, I think, a little bit early in this game, but she has come through with a vengeance, and I don't think these girls intimidate her anymore.
10 seconds, 5 seconds left in the jam. Amy Craig unable to get any points so far. And it goes by the board. Nice blocking by Karen Magnuson, preventing the speedster, Amy Craig, from getting any points.
But we can't say enough about Amy Craig today, coming totally to play and giving the Enforcers a new weapon on behalf of the Quakes, and I don't think they were ready for it today.
I'll tell you one thing, all the pregame publicity, all the hype centered on the bout squad for the California Quakes. And remember, the bout squad asked Amy Craig to join up, but she wanted no part of their annex, and she is certainly showing why as we start this third jam. Shelley Rossell now blocking, and this is coming away for the California Quakes. Cindy Zimmerman on the jam for the Quakes, being pursued. We'll wait when they come around the side of the track to pick it up. It looks like Karen Magnuson.
That's Karen Magnuson.
Cindy Zimmerman of the bout squad, Karen Magnuson of the Sisters of Suffering. What a matchup this should be. Magnuson with the elbow didn't get all of Zimmerman. They come around 35 seconds to go in the jam. 32-26 Quakes. Again, Magnuson looks like she's setting her up for the elbow, and there down goes Zimmerman. Now Magnuson closing in on the pack. Quakes. I didn't get the number over the railing. The whip from Abraham. Zimmerman closing in. Magnuson rather closing in on the pack.
And that's number 32, Faith Urban, who we talked about. As Magnuson calls off the jam, I tell you what, that's a great weapon for the enforcers, is somebody like Magnuson, who with the jammer helmet on can also get physical.
Great jam by Karen Magnuson. Take a look at some of the action from this third jam here in period number 4. Here's the replay. Watch the elbow from Karen Magnuson. Down goes Cindy Zimmerman. Karen Magnuson certainly having the best of that jam. Nicole?
Karen Magnuson, have you found another place for a piercing for Cindy Zimmerman?
Cindy, I got 3 of them for him. Can't show them to you in this uniform, and you can't show them on cable TV.
I bet she has real problems getting through security at the airport. Crying out loud.
I wonder what planets in.
Looks like a Christmas tree. Looks like a Christmas tree.
Is hanging out, but right now, this could be the Shelley Rossell now on this 4th jam for the enforcers, being pursued by number 40, Heather Sunderman. Remember, early on, Sunderman had a very excellent jam back in the first half for the Quakes.
And Shelley Rossell is way out on her horse, getting way ahead of the pack, but here comes Sunderman catching up to her in a hurry.
Sunderman certainly the taller of the two at 5'7", the long legs, and now we've got 2, and here we go, head-to-head with Karen Magnuson. I can't see her. She's got it. Looks like Stacy Blanch.
Stacy Blanch, one of the ring leader of the bod squad. We haven't heard from much today. I think this is much frustration on behalf of Stacy Blanch as it is anything else.
I don't think there's any question. I'll tell you, Karen Magnuson doesn't have the size of Janet Abraham, but certainly the physical play, and Magnuson being sent to the penalty box. It looks like a 1-jam penalty. There is Karen Magnuson. There it is. That is some kind of spike.
She's got a railroad tie in her mouth, Ken. Ken?
By the way,
Ken's all excited about the railroad tie in her mouth.
If you'd like to become a member of the pack, it's the official Rollerjam fan club. You'll get monthly newsletters filled with information and profiles on all the players of the WSL, and you can take advantage of preferred pack seating when you're here at Rollerjam Arena, as well as some great sweepstakes, live excitement. Become a member of the pack. You'll see the address on your screen as we start jam number 5, 32-27, Quakes. And breaking out now for the Quakes again is Heather Sunderman. She had a very fine first half.
And Shelley Rossell grabs her hair, pulls her to the ground, propels herself around.
Shelley Rossell, a mother of 3, and now it's Rossell and a fellow enforcer out on the jam.
That's Heather Gunn in the speedster.
Gunn and Rossell, without question, the 2 fastest skaters on the enforcers. Rossell showing a little speed we didn't know she had, and certainly the toughness. Now they close in on the pack. Stacy Blitz is back, and they go right by Heather Gunn, and now she loses her balance and goes down. She was on her way to a lot of points, but slipped down, but still, it's a fine scoring by the enforcers. Both jammers, remember, could score. Look at Gunn, and goes through the entire path.
She's really come to play this jam.
15 seconds left. This is Shelley Rossell, and now Gunnan calls it out. Now, Hawk, let me ask you. To me, Shelley Rossell was out by herself, closing on the pack. Gunnan just came through, closed off the jam. You think maybe Gunnan didn't want to see her teammate get more points than she got?
Well, no, actually, I think that was probably more of a strategy, even though these girls do have a habit of sometimes getting in fights with each other, is she was kind of running block for it. It was a decoy, and here we see a replay of Rossell sending Heather Sunderman down by the hair. And she paved the way, I think, for Heather Gunnan to score some points. And here you see Heather Gunnan just cutting through the Quakes like Swiss cheese. Calls off the jam right there. There's another good shot of Heather Gunnan, a very attractive, not only a good skater, Ken, but a very attractive one.
I have heard you felt that way from a very anonymous source.
Well, I'll say it again. Very attractive young man.
That shall remain unmentioned.
Yeah, you heard it from me.
No, actually, I heard it from the
guy who talked to me.
I heard it from the water boy on the infield.
Well, he talks to me, too.
James Gutierrez told me you might be somewhat smitten with Ms. Gunnan. But anyway, we start the 6th and final jam. It is 35-32, the enforcers. Remember, both jammers scored. Suddenly, the enforcers back in the lead, something they haven't seen for a long time in this game. And now,
Amy Craig again.
Amy Craig, the speedster, being pursued by, this is Heather Gunnan, Craig and Gunnan. We already saw those 2 come to blows earlier on. This should be a great matchup. 40 seconds left. Craig on the inside, being trailed by Gunnan. Now they switch around.
And they're both really fast, Ken. They're both built about the same way. They both skate in very comparable styles. This looks like the winter speed skating, these two.